right, good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Thanks for stopping by for a check of your forecast. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are pretty hot out there, but not unbearable. You'll definitely want to drink plenty of water when outside. It is pretty humid. We'll get to some of that stuff here in a second. We're looking outside live, looking west from Bushland. You can see the I-40 corridor seems to be flowing freely right now. Not a cloud in sight. It is a lot of sunshine out there. Though we do have a very slim chance for maybe a rogue thunderstorm today, not banking on it. I certainly wouldn't bet the farm on seeing rain. It's going to be very, very spotty. Anything from, some 1 inch hail to some 55-mile-per-hour winds, I think would be possible, but really not expecting truly severe weather with any of that stuff today. It's 100 degrees down in Clovis. They're a bit closer to that ridge centered over in southeast New Mexico. So they are a bit hotter than we are. 96 here in Amarillo, 98 in Borger, and 99 up in Guyman, Oklahoma. But see those dew points, man. It is brutal out there. Dew point of 63 in Amarillo, 67 in Pampa, dew points 69 in both Perryton and Canadian. So we have probably got some heat index values in the low 100s. That's going to be the real talk of the next few days is the triple digit threat and just kind of that, that heat, that extreme heat potential. It's not going to be to the point where we think we need excessive heat warnings, but heat advisories very much going to be in effect for tomorrow, not July. Again, looks like our token's broken. We'll have to get that fixed. But this is for tomorrow. This will be for Wednesday, August 6th, between 2 and 9 p.m. We've got a heat advisory in effect in the Northwest Panhandles. That's where the temperature and or the heat index value could be around 105 just due to some higher humidity. The temperatures probably going to get into the low 100s. We've been pretty lucky here in Amarillo so far. We've gotten to 100 0 times so far this year. We've made it to 99 once, 98 a couple of times. Again, it's probably going to happen this week. It may not happen very long, but I think we'll probably see at least 100 degrees for a few minutes one afternoon between tomorrow running through our Friday and Saturday. Let's go ahead and run through the computer model real quick. Again, there's some of those really sporadic showers that may try and pulse up today. Not really expecting any severe weather. As we head into Wednesday afternoon, you'll see those temperatures way above average. Will be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal. So that puts us around the century mark. Some storms, I think, in New Mexico, but the rest of us will stay dry and stay quiet. Again, that ridge of high pressure really should be centered pretty close to the region, so we would not expect us to have much active weather. I know the model's showing a few thunderstorms, some of that stuff coming off the mountains maybe, but whether or not they get into the panhandle, I think is a very big uncertainty. The temperatures will be right at 100 degrees most afternoons, which will be a main story. So let's go ahead and take a look at your next weather maker. Again, high pressure ridge should keep us quiet through the next couple of days. As we get into this weekend, though, you can see that trough in the northern plains. It's going to allow for that ridge of high pressure to get suppressed, and we almost get this trough to dig across the area by Monday of next week. So we might see a change in the pattern, at least temporarily, that could bring in maybe some sporadic rain chances. You can see in the 7-day tracker reflected a 30 and 40% chance moving into early next week. With the ridge not being centered overhead and breaking down, it's very likely that we will probably end up with some below normal temperatures or maybe average temperatures. We've got you at 92, 93 degrees there early next week for your highs. I know most of us don't like the triple digit heat, but it's probably a good thing for our ag producers out there. As far as growing degree days go and heat stress days, we are actually below normal here in the high plains because we've been so cool in the months of May, June, and July. Through the first 7 months of the year, we were about anywhere from 100 to 300 stress degree days below average. So if you've got a garden and some of those plants just don't look as big and lush as they've been in the past, it's not because they're not getting enough water, it's because they're not getting enough stress. And that stress allows those plants to bolt or at least finish off to reach maturity. And so things like cotton and corn, they've had the moisture this year. We just need the heat tied in with it so that they can reach their full maturity. So this is, well, a silver lining in the forecast. The temperatures are going to kind of be brutal for you to be outside in, but as far as the crops go, they probably need this heat in order to finish out their growing season. That's all we've got for you this afternoon. Enjoy the warm weather. Make sure you stay hydrated, drink plenty of water. Again, we'll have that heat advisory in effect tomorrow between 2 and 9 o'clock. That's something that will probably